MorRyde has a motorized power cord reel, and we're going to install that up here in the front bay, which is going to allow me to regain that side pass-through storage. And it looks like this is a pretty easy install, so that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. Hey, my name is Joe and I'm one half of Two Crazy Campers, and after losing a combined weight of more than 200 pounds, we discovered we had so much more energy for activities. Come along with us as we explore the great outdoors and join us on a brand new adventure. And today's adventure is going to be another upgrade to Grace, our 2025 Alliance Avenue 30BH. Now, you may have seen in one of our previous videos, we discussed 15 upgrades we made to Grace right away. And one of them is one of my favorite upgrades. It's a super easy upgrade, and that is adding in this MorRyde reel for your power cord. It has been amazing. We actually had one mounted on the A-frame of our Delta travel trailer, and we really liked it, so we had purchased one for this particular RV, and it was great. We had it sitting right here in the bay. There's a problem though. I added this entire Big Beard battery system and it no longer fits. So the problem is when it comes to size, this hose reel is very narrow this way, so it doesn't take up a lot of space in your pass-through, but it is taller and it is deeper than some of the other hose reels. And it worked great here until we put in our entire system, because now when you push this back, you can see what's happening is it's hitting my solar charge controllers. And I can no longer fit this in here. You can see it is sticking out in the front. So if you saw that 15 things upgrade video, you'll know that our solution was to put it in the main pass-through on the side where all of the water connections are made. But there was a problem with that. Because it's a narrow area, because that's where the water pump and all the connections are, we couldn't mount it onto the floor permanently unless we wanted to just lose that whole side of the pass-through, because you had to deal with like where the actual handle is, and so you couldn't easily get things in and out. So we just decided to not bolt it down to the floor, and we would use it to kind of wind up the power cord, but then when we got to where we were going, we'd unwind it and just kind of take it and store it underneath. And I didn't think that was a great solution. So we found a better solution while we were here at the 2025 Alliance National Rally. MorRyde has a motorized power cord reel, and we're going to install that up here in the front bay, which is going to allow me to regain that side pass-through storage. And it looks like this is a pretty easy install, so that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. So this is the motorized reel, and I should say they also have this in a non-motorized reel, but hey, I'm kind of lazy and I want to have something electric. You can see here though the difference in size, both in height and depth. So if you look at the height, this is much shorter. I'll put the exact dimensions on the screen here. But not only is it shorter, you can also look, if we look at depth, look at the difference in the depth. So this should fit into our pass-through. Now, to make up for the height and the depth, it does become a little bit wider, but I think that that's going to be okay because we should have plenty of room. Like I said, this is available in a non-motorized version. I'll leave links for everything down below. But with the motorized version, we are going to have to connect to 12 volt. And you can see here are our 12 volt wires that we're gonna have to connect to a 10 amp fuse. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna mount it right about here. I'm gonna put it right up on the edge of this wood so that we can screw the screws into the wood. But then over on this side, we still have enough clearance between this bolt and then the Big Beard batteries, because I have a feeling that that bolt is going to turn and I don't want it to start digging into the battery. So I want to have a little bit of clearance there. As far as front to back, I think this is about a good position, but I think the best thing to do is going to be to actually go ahead and connect this to the 12 volt first. And then from there, we can wind up our power cord and see how much past the outside does it stick. And then we can adjust the front to back. Okay, what I did was I took the wires that are coming out of the EZ Reel, and then I used some butt connectors and connected them to a black wire and a red wire. So we have these right here. And these are then running up through here and we're coming up to right here. And then we're gonna connect the positive into the positive over here on one of these, and then the negative goes on here, and then we could just put a 10 amp fuse in right here. Now that we have that in, we can go ahead and put in our 10 amp fuse. Then we can go ahead and snap our cover back on. And now we're gonna go ahead and see if this works. Yes, it does. So we're gonna go and grab our power cord, put this on here, and see how it sets up with the smart controllers behind it. So we're gonna take this side and put it in. I like to push it all the way through there. And then we're going to wind this up. So that's wound in. Now, I didn't try to make it neat because I purposely wanted to have it, like, what if I was doing it really quick and it like didn't go on even, because I want to make sure that we have plenty of room behind there. So I think what we're going to do is now try to line this straight up against the edge and make sure we have enough clearance back here, which we do. I think we're gonna push it back just a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a couple screws up here, then we're gonna pull out the power cord, and then we can get to the back. Okay, so we've got it mounted in. We need to pull out the power cord so I can get to the back two ones over here. Now, to unroll this, you don't have to use the power. This little blue handle right here, we can just kind of turn that. That's gonna unlock it, and now we can just simply pull it out, just like that. And go ahead and wind it up again. Well, that works perfectly. Now I get my side compartment back so I can put my water and my sewer totes right next to the water area over there. And the power cord is back up here in the front bay where I actually wanted to put it anyway. And I get to be a little lazy by just pressing a button to reel up that power cord instead of hand cranking it. Actually, it's not really about laziness, it's about convenience. You know, being up here in the front bay on the fifth wheel, you've got this low overhang over here, and I've got to bend over. And it would kind of be a pain to kind of reel it while you're bent over, while you're guiding in the cord. So this way I can just press that button and it will reel it up. And then to unreel it, all I gotta do is turn the blue knob and pull it out. So it just makes it much easier. Now I will leave a link for MorRyde and the power cord reels down below in the description box. You can get either this power one or you can get the easy reel. You know, just make sure you're not getting the tall skinny one if you're in a situation like me. They have a couple of different ones, but all of the links will be down below. And if you use the code Krazy7, you will get 7% off of your purchase at MorRyde on all of those different products. Make sure you use that code and save yourself some money. Let us know down in the comments section, are you looking to get some kind of a power cord rail? You know, during the summer, not big deal, you know, but as it gets cooler and that cord starts to like get more stiff, these reels definitely make it easier. Plus, it just makes it much more convenient to store. I mean, we used to actually just kind of take the whole thing and throw it into the bed of the truck. So I love having the reel, but let us know down in the comments section. While you're down there, please do us a favor. If you got anything out of this video, hit that like button. That's going to do two things. Number one, it does help build our channel, but more importantly, it lets us know what kind of videos you guys are looking to see. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell button. This way you are notified every time we upload a new video. And until next time, happy camping.